future. We are on this channel right now and we are here with Honor. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lars-Christian Weisswange. Very warm welcome to our booth here at the IFA. My role at Honor is that I'm what we call Chief Engagement Officer. So I'm overlooking the Honor business in Western Europe, and I'm trying to make sure that we reach out to the right people, and engagement is a critical part of our company philosophy.
We talked earlier about Huawei and Honor's position and establishment in Europe. Perhaps you can introduce Honor, what it means to Europe.
So Honor itself was actually brought to life from a product to a product line to a brand in its own rights in China on several steps. In Europe we actually jumped on board when the decision was made that Honor was becoming an own brand in its own rights. So for us here in Europe, Honor is the strategy for Honor in Europe is to make sure that we actually can address a very specific target audience for devices. If you think about digital natives, there's no company, no mobile phone provider at the moment who really has the digital natives in their heart, and we actually want to be that. That's why we are focusing very much on things which we believe are interesting and worthwhile doing for these digital natives. As an example, we are not doing any TV commercials because our fans don't watch TV. They will watch YouTube, so we will be on YouTube. We will be on all the social channels. Another very nice example of what we have done to show our interaction with the crowd, with the digital natives, is that when we launched the Honor Holly, our first budget phone, we actually gave the most core part what a company can actually control in the hands of the people. We didn't announce any pricing. We let the people vote for the pricing and bring down the pricing to a very, very attractive level. And obviously that cost us quite a lot of money, but we wanted to make sure that the people understand that we want to develop together with them the brand in Europe.
Okay, the Honor Holly, I remember because it was top listed on my deals for weeks. That was crazy. People were talking, how can I do that? Is that really the final price? Is this a scam? And they were like, wow. That I remember.
Yeah. And so, obviously the same position of all the other Honor devices is true in that matter as well, because we always try to have the best device in the cluster of the price. So whatever Honor device you're buying, you will definitely have the best offer and the best package you can get.
You mentioned targets, and I want to ask, there are always some budget phones, some mid-range phones and some high-class phones. And what models do you have for these kind of ranges?
So let me start with the top of the class phones, where we actually do offer two devices at the moment. I have them here. This is the Honor 6, which we used to launch the Honor brand in Europe, which is a very, very typical form factor for the European market with a 5-inch display. It has all the ingredients you need and you expect from an up-to-date smartphone nowadays. It's since launch a very, very highly welcome device in the market. It still runs very well, very nice. That's why we also offer now the Android Lollipop upgrade for the device. The other device, also in the high-end segment for us, is the Honor 6 Plus. It's a phablet. Has also the latest technology for processor, and it also has something very special, which is very unique in the market, and that is, as you can see here, a dual camera. So we actually have two lenses, which gives you the possibility to make really nice effects on the pictures. You can actually control the depth of field in a way you usually can only do with digital SLR cameras. So it's a semi-professional feature in a smartphone, which is really, really cool. And then we have our gaming device, the Honor 4X, which is also as a package very, very attractive. As all are very aggressive in price, going from $399 for the 6 Plus to $299 for the Honor 6 to $199 for the 4X. And I believe still today the 4X with all the features and the screen size is the best package for 199 euros. And you have to keep in mind that obviously the devices are not costing you as much as the latest top-of-the-notch devices from established players, but they give you the same functionality.
Okay. I had the Honor 6 in my hands a few weeks, and you forgot the most important feature about it. Except for it being dual SIM, it has the best Wi-Fi I've ever encountered in any smartphone. Really.
Thank you for that.
That's like, I'm living in an apartment with 16 persons, and my Wi-Fi is one floor down, and it has the best Wi-Fi I have ever encountered. And what really makes the Honor smartphones complete is the UIs. The operating system is just great. You have this timeline in your notification bar, and you can clean it out. And the security features are way beyond that what Android can do. Can you tell us something about the security features on Honor's devices?
So you're referring to the telephone manager.
Right.
Phone manager, yes. It's really, really important for us that we give as much power as possible into the hands of the user, because that's actually where it belongs. So we on the one hand try to reduce bloatware to a minimum, which we believe makes sense for the people, and secondly we try to give features which are missing in Android back to the people to make the experience better.
Like the permission manager.
One of those is the permission manager, where you actually can select by application what they are allowed and what they are not allowed to do, from wireless connection, where you can select between Wi-Fi only or Wi-Fi and 4G, to no connection at all, and you can give this as a dedicated function to each software, which we believe is where the trust actually has to start. The other thing which I thought you were referring to is the infrared port, because we also do support infrared, and funnily enough a lot of people actually came back to me and said, oh, infrared is really great because then I can control all my digital stuff at home with one device. So
okay, that's totally the thing I miss out all the time, because I have literally nothing I can control with infrared. Literally nothing. But talking about security, there was this huge Android bug the last 2 weeks. What's Honor's position on that? Like firmware updates, security updates?
So as I said, we are releasing Android 5.1, well, actually 5.11 for 4X, for 6 Plus, for 6. We are always trying to have the latest Android versions. Unfortunately, the Android core software we get from Google is usually programmed on other hardware. So sometimes we run into issues which we cannot just solve overnight. With regards to security upgrades, we are also working on a constant theme of upgrades, trying to focus on an upgrade every once in a month at least, if it's necessary, definitely. But again, this is something where we also try to minimize these upgrades to really bug fixing, and we try to, at time of launch, have the best possible software so that there are no bug fixing needed. But we all know that there's no bug-free software.
Yes, that's true. Let's come to the end and look at the future. What about Honor devices we should look for?
Funny that you mentioned that. We actually do have a very, very important launch coming up in a couple of weeks. The announcements and the invitations have already gone out, so we'll be meeting. Really? I have to speak to my press agency. No, we do have a launch event at the 27th of August for the very much appreciated Honor 7. which has been very successfully launched in China 2 weeks ago, where we actually got over 9 million pre-orders in just a couple of days, and we sold out the first production charge of 200,000 devices in less than 2 minutes, which shows the appreciation of that product, and we surely hope that it will have the same impact in the European market as well.
We are looking forward to that. Thank you for the interview. Have a nice time on Gamescom this year. We will see you perhaps on 27 August.
Thanks for stopping by and looking forward to see you again.